devotees are they spend a lot of time in reading and understanding this whole subject of creation, and there are many technicalities used in this. Sometimes we may have to wait a lot. It is not so easy. That how the body came, what is the understanding of this body, how we got our eyes, the eyesight to see, the retina on which things reflect. When we hear, what is that sound, what is that via media from which the sound enters our ear, how it gets into our brain, how things are processing. So I will post that verse here. This is in Srimad Bhagavatam 3.
Prabhu, you would have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, sorry. So this is the third canto, 20th chapter, text number 18, text number 18. I will post the translation also. So basically these things were created so that people will remain in this world, so that easily people can forget the reality. See, many times a question comes to our mind: why we came into this world at all? What was the reason? It is very clear that we wanted to come here, not that Krishna was pushing us here. Krishna loved us very much, but we wanted to come here. So we said, Krishna, we want to go and enjoy. Krishna said, Baba, you cannot enjoy without me. And he said, no, we still want to try. Yeah, see, listen, in one place, only one boss can exist. So in this spiritual world, you cannot be boss. So if you want to become boss, I have to create a separate place for you. We said, okay, fine, create. So that's how this whole world was created again, which we call as the material world. And some of us, including me and you all, anybody you see in this world, except the great acharyas like Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada, except these great devotees of the Lord, everyone else have come by our own will. We want to enjoy separate from Krishna. But can a child remain happy without father or mother, without their parent? That is not possible. Like suppose you are a child of $1 million person, a very rich person. You cannot remain happy all the while unless you are connected with your father. So the father creates a separate place for you. And you come here. to enjoy. Now, if you are here, you have to forget your original identity, that you are son of a billionaire. So to forget that, Brahma creates these 5 things: Tamishra, Andha Tamishra, Tamas, Moha, and Mahamoha. Brahmaji's task is very difficult. That is why he is using 4 heads. It is not easy. See, with one head, people have made aeroplanes, smartphones, gadgets, Zoom. Like people, devotees are sitting in London, Mataji is sitting in Germany, Saurav is sitting in Delhi, I am in Bangalore, somebody is in Chennai, Kavita, I guess she's from Chennai. There are few devotees from Mumbai, and all of us are connected on this Zoom. If one head person can use so much technology to create this Zoom and other facilities, just imagine 4-headed Brahma. What brilliance he would be having. And in our list of creation, Brahma is last. So imagine his boss, Vishnu, his boss above Vishnu, first Vishnu, then Balaram, then Krishna. What kind of godliness they would be having? What amazing qualities they would be having? In any case, I will not get into too much technicalities now. But then to understand, from then Brahma, he created 2 personalities, male and female. After creating the demigods, after creating the demons, after creating the Rakshasas, these are different, okay? Rakshasa is different from Danava. Danava is different from Daitya. I can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself. Sorry.
Prabhu, could you repeat?
Yeah. Rakshasa. Rakshas is different from Danav. Danav is different from Daitya. Daitya is different from ghost or bhuta.
Actually, since these words, are in Hindi, I don't know how to explain it because I don't know the sign. If there were pictures, that would help. I'm just trying it. Rakshasas.
Yes, Rakshasas.
So that means that demons are different from the demigods. Demigods are different from humans, and humans are different from ghosts. Is that right?
What was the last one, Prabhu?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I will tell to Prem Pradeep Prabhu also that when we say demons, it is not just one category. There are Rakshasas as one category in demon. There is another category of demon which are called Daityas. There is another category of demons which are called Danavas. Then there are Pretas. There are Pisachas. There are Pisachinis. So it's a huge list. It's a huge list. That's why we say 84 lakhs of species. It is not just 1 or 2, right?
So in Rakshas, Danavas, Daityas, ghosts, are these all demons?
Yeah, these all are demons. They come in the category of demons. Then when we say demigod, so Saurav, maybe you can help in writing this. Demigod have different categories. They are Devas.
1 minute, Prabhu. When I'm typing, I cannot sign.
I'll type.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Prem Pradeep Prabhu will type. So yeah, so under demigods, there are the Devas, Adityas, Rudras, Siddhas, Charanas, Gandharva, and the list goes on. Okay, these are just the category of the demigods. Huge list. So Brahma created two. After these demons, demigods, and others, he created male and female. The first male is Swayambhu Manu, and the first female is Satarupa, his wife.
Manu, is that the name you said?
Satarupa and Swayambhu Manu. And everyone else further, all the humans and others, they have come from these two personalities. Anyways, this whole creation thing, I would like to give a small story with this. It is very technical and difficult to understand, and most of us may not be able to understand also. Like I'm also not able to understand. I have read this second canto and third canto few times, but I also haven't understood this completely.
Which book, Prabhu?
Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto and third canto. They explain about the creation, what came first, what came second, what was created first, what was created second, then at the last, and still the creation is going on. If you want to understand this whole thing, there is only one key to it. Like instead of finding out how the lock, you know what all screws, nuts, and bolts are fit into a lock, you just need to get the key of the lock, put it inside, turn it around, open the lock, and enter. So instead of getting into all these technicalities, we just need to start loving Krishna, develop a relationship with Krishna. And once we develop a relationship with Krishna, then all this lock, unlock, all these things, this is like the key. You just open it immediately. So a story, Narad Muni, he was traveling around the creation. And then after traveling, he went back to Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu asked, "Oh, Narad Muni, you are here. What have you seen on the earthly planet?" He said, "My dear Lord, I was seeing your devotees, different types of devotees. So I was just seeing them." "Oh, very nice, very nice." So then Lord asked Narad Muni, and this conversation was going on between Narad Muni um, and the Lord. They were discussing about two people. One was the cobbler, and another one was a very great Pandit who had read all the scriptures, all the Vedas, Puranas, and all the scriptures he has read. And another person was a cobbler. He was illiterate. His only job was knowing the needle, thread, and how to stitch the shoes. So Lord asked, "Oh, what these two people were asking?" He said, "My dear Lord, I met the cobbler also and the Brahmana also, and they welcomed me. I sat with them. They asked me about you, and I said, yes, 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 I definitely meet the Lord." So both of them are having one question. And what question? The question is simple. When will they come to the spiritual world? when they will come to Vaikuntha? Lord Vishnu replied, the cobbler, he will come in this life only. But the Pandit, he will come after few lifetimes, not immediately. Narad Muni said, what are you saying? The cobbler, he has not read any Bhagavad Gita. He don't know anything about the Vedas. He just knows how to stitch the shoes. How can he immediately come? And the Pandit, he has read all the Vedas and all the scriptures. He is not coming. Lord said simply, you will understand this. Do one thing, go to them, tell them about this. And if they ask what Lord Vishnu was doing, answer them that Lord Vishnu was passing elephant from the needle's eye. Like you all have seen needle and you put a thread across. So instead of thread, Lord was putting elephant across. Like, okay, fine. So Narad Muni comes to the Brahmana and the Brahmana says, oh, Narad Muni, the Pandit, you have come. What did Lord Vishnu say about me? Then very easy. You will not come in this life. You will come after a few life. But what? What are you speaking? I am such a great Pandit. I know all the tantras and mantras. I can do anything. And I have so many disciples. There are so many people following me. Even the Prime Minister knows me. And I am not going to Vaikuntha in this life. You are telling lie. Okay, tell me, what was Lord Vishnu doing when you met him? Very easy. Lord Vishnu was passing.
Prabhu, who is asking who?
Pandit is asking Narad Muni. What Lord Vishnu was doing in the Vaikuntha? Narad Muni says, Are, he was just passing elephant from the needle's eye. Pandit was shocked.
What? Prabhu, what? He was passing the needle from the elephant's eye.
No. Passing the elephant from the needle's eye.
Needle's eye.
And said, what? I know you are a liar. How can somebody pass an elephant from the needle's eye? That is not possible. I know you are a liar. Go. Don't waste my time. Narad Muni was chanting Narayan. And then he comes to the cobbler. Cobbler said, oh, did you meet Lord Vishnu? Very excited, very happy. Narad Muni said, yes, I met him. Do you know what Lord Vishnu was doing? He said, what was he doing? He said he was passing elephant from the needle's eye. And as soon as cobbler heard this, he immediately jumped up and he said, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So nice. My Lord is amazing, my Lord is amazing. He became happy and jubilant. Narad Muni is saying, wait. The answer for your question, you are going to come to the spiritual world in this life only. But why did you believe that the Lord is passing elephant from the needle's eye? How can you believe this? You are just a cobbler. Cobbler is saying, what is difficult in this? Anybody can understand. Even illiterate person like me, whose only job is to stitch the shoe, can understand. You are asking me this question. I will tell. Don't worry. Every day you see sun rising. Every day you see sun setting. Who is doing this? Krishna is doing this. Every day I am breathing. Every day I am living my breath. How this is happening? Krishna is making this happen. During the rainy season, there is rain. How this is happening? There is no transport facility to take huge tankers and truckloads of water from the ocean to the cloud, but still it is happening, and the rain is coming. Who is doing this? Krishna is doing this. Nowadays you are putting one bulb, that bulb is costing 100 rupees, electricity is costing 100 rupees, and you are getting light only in one room. Krishna has given that sun one bulb for the whole universe, no electricity field. And there is timing also. Switch off in the night so that you can sleep. Cobbler said very easy, and one more example I will give, Narad Muni. Have you seen a banyan tree? Yes, I have seen banyan tree. Oh, banyan tree is so huge, so vast branches. It can stand for thousands of years. It will not fall. And all the banyan trees are very unique. Do you know from where this banyan tree comes? From one seed. That seed size is the needle eye size. If one banyan tree can come from that needle, from that seed, such a small seed, why not one elephant can pass from there? My Lord can do that. If Krishna can put not only one tree, but many trees into one seed is giving one banyan tree, that banyan tree is giving many seeds. Every seed is having a banyan tree, and every tree is having many seeds. If Krishna can do this, why he cannot put elephant from the needle's eye? So dear devotees, that is your Lord. To understand creation may be very difficult. But if you can understand Krishna, and if you can love Krishna, little bit at least, that is sufficient. Start loving him. If time permits, then maybe we can take one or two questions.
Prajakta Mataji says, thank you so much, Gopinath Prabhu. It was a beautiful story, beautiful session which you had with us. The question about Anantnag and so Balaram, there is one, but the snake has 5 heads. How's that?
Okay, thank you, Prajakta Mataji, for asking this question. Very wonderful question. Yes, Lord Balaram, he is having only one head. And Lord Ananta, generally we see in the paintings, photos, and murtis that some places he is having 5 heads, some places he is having 7, some places he is having 9. But it is not limited. That is why he is called as Ananta. Ananta means unlimited. Prem Pradeep Prabhu, your help would be required here. Ananta means unlimited, and Shesha means hoods or heads. So Ananta Shesha means the personality, the great serpent of the Lord, who is having many hoods, unlimited hoods. So if the Lord, his glories are unlimited, definitely he can have unlimited hoods also. Now question is, why he is having so many hoods? Why he is having so many mouths? It is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, very clearly described in all other Puranas also, that Lord Anantashesh, with every hood, he is speaking the glories, or let's say he is taking Zoom seminars for devotees. He is giving lecture on Lord Krishna. He is speaking pastimes and leelas of Lord Krishna from every hood. So one mouth is not sufficient. 2 mouths are not sufficient. 5, not sufficient. 7, no. Okay, 15, no. 100, no. That's why he required unlimited mouths of Krishna, because Krishna is unlimited. Krishna's stories are unlimited. Similarly, speaking about Krishna has to be unlimited. So the 4 Kumaras, they sit along with Anantashesh and they hear stories of Lord Krishna from him. Next question. I guess I could answer a bit on this.
Hare Krishna, Gopinath Prabhu, this is Kavita. She liked this session today. She is very grateful for the session today. The question she has is about Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram. So we call the elder brother and the sister Subhadra. And if, there's no father and mother, and Krishna actually called Balaram elder brother and Subhadra sister. So how did this relationship thing work when, we don't know about the parents?
Okay. Thank you, Kavita Mataji. Very wonderful question. See, the relationship of the Lord doesn't depend on this material world. The relationship of the material world depend on Krishna's relationships. So in the spiritual world, the story is different. But when they come here, when they take part in the Leela, when Krishna is taking birth in the Leela, in the material world, he accepts father. So that father is Lord Vasudev. When he comes as Ram, that father is Dasharath Maharaj. And he accepts elder brother, that's Lord Balaram. He accepts a sister, and that's Mother Subhadra. But now, in what relationship should we have loving with Krishna? What relationship should we develop with Krishna? Everyone has that individual choice. But if you want to worship Krishna, worship him as a cowherd boy, as the boy whose elder brother is Balaram. And Balaram scolds Krishna sometimes when he does mistake. Krishna goes for herding the cows. He steals butter and he does picnic with his friends in the forest of Vrindavan. His mother is Yashoda, who loves Krishna a lot. So basically a Vrindavan Leela of Krishna. I guess I could answer something. We'll take question from Nimisha Mataji as 8 minutes are only remaining.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Nimisha says, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Rasa Prabhu. Today, she says it was a beautiful session, and what she thought about the creation part was also similar. So when talking about the needle story, which you have spoken about, the elephant going through the needle, as Vishnu had told Narad Muni to say, and so the cobblers, cobblers also, their needles, their work, their tools are very, very specific. Right. So I could understand clearly. Nimisha is explaining. She's saying it again. So passing the elephant through the needle
side.
And when we spoke about this, and the cobbler could understand that cobblers, when they work outside, is different. When they work, in factories, shoes, they're made in very different ways. But the roots of the tree, the banyan tree, the root. Also, basically, the thread, what we actually put in the needle, the thread or the wool is really strong when we're making shoes. It's very different than the one which we use for textiles. It's a little thick, which we use. And the banyan tree, the roots, are they similar? I mean, is there some connection to it? Is it the same thing?
No. That was just a story. Thank you anyways, Nimisha Mataji. Maybe a mistake from my side in speaking. I'm sorry for that. We were not making any connection between the thread and the root, but we were just trying to explain that only love from Krishna, love with Krishna, will help us. If we believe that Krishna is supreme, that will help us. Technical understanding that this will happen, first this happened, then this happened, then that happened, may not help so much. Definitely that also helps, no doubt, but may not help so much. Like when you know that tomorrow Krishna will come to your house, when you make milk for him, but you should add little sugar. He likes sugar. How much happy you will become? Immediately you will start making milk because Krishna loves milk. Whereas on the other side, if I give some technical understanding, Andha, Tamishra, Moha, Mahamoha, Brahma created the illusion so that we don't understand our real personality of soul, that we are Satchit Ananda. How much love have we developed toward Krishna? So the key to open the lock of the spiritual world is not this technical understanding, but it is developing love towards Krishna. Okay. Thank you, Nimisha Mataji. 3 minutes are remaining. So maybe Dangar Suryakant Prabhu and then we close. Anybody? Go ahead, Dhangar Prabhu.
I think he's just figuring out the screen. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Namaskar. Really beautiful session today. It was very exciting, very nice to listen to. Now, the photo which Dayal Prabhu had shown of the different universes in those golden bubbles, and when we understood that Krishna was supreme, is the supreme Godhead, and from them Balaram, and then from so we know the concept of heaven and hell, and we being born in the material world from parents, can we actually go to heaven, to Krishna's home?
Not just heaven, Prabhu. If you develop love of Krishna and you chant his names, you will be sitting in Krishna's picnic. When he is eating those sweet laddus, gulab jamuns, kachoris, you will be sitting with him. So you have to just chant his names properly with love. Properly means with love. So because the last minute is remaining, I thank everyone, all of you. And sorry, we cannot take everyone's question. We will take it the next time. Thank you, Samir Prabhu, Kavita Mataji, Prem Pradeep Prabhu, especially for typing for us.
That's okay.
Saurav Prabhu for interpreting, Dayal Gauranga Prabhu for showing the paintings, and all you wonderful devotees. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.